Hi, Builders Ecosystem, be live once again. Today we're going to have such a wonderful conversation. Right, in the course of the week, something special has been happening.
Yeah.
Both in Ghana and then across the globe, right? You see a lot of people talk about stock investment and things like that. So as Builders Ecosystem, today we're just going to jump right into it.
Yeah.
And then have a little conversation for our community so that you get to understand what is happening. If you are new to the stock market game or this whole share stuff, you just get right into it. So yeah, I'm with our own main man K,
Yeah.
and then we get to see how things go. How you doing, boss?
I'm good by God's grace.
Yeah, some of us are not good. The market conditions and certain things is really not working in our favor. But yes, that's what we chose to do, so we are in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, boss, what is happening? Tell me more on this whole stock stuff.
It's quite unfortunate that this particular week, the most searched topic is on stocks.
Okay.
Everyone is talking about stocks. People are just confused. The real-time investors are so much confused that the market is down. The stock market is down. So people are even selling their stocks. I believe that in a moment like this is the best time in the stock market. Yeah.
So what is this whole stock thing about?
All right. So when we talk about stocks, what we simply mean is that owning a small portion of a company, an already existing company.
Okay.
You sitting somewhere with your money, owning a small section of that company, because most companies sell what we call shares. I believe that most of us have heard of shares before when we were young. I heard of shares when I was in like class 6.
Oh, okay.
Then I heard of shares. I didn't know what is it, how to buy shares and all that. But growing up, I came to understand that shares are listed on stock exchange platforms, which we tend to call the whole thing stocks. So stocks is about owning a piece of a company.
Yeah. So why the just recent hype? You see, I personally have been monitoring X for now, and then I see that a lot of young people in Ghana now, especially on X, you see people talking so much and heavily on the various stocks. I hear people mentioning MTN, others going on Go, Cowbank performing some magic and all that. So, like, why the recent hype and why are people getting into it?
All right. In the recent years, taking it from 2023 coming up, you could see that there was an increase in the Ghana Stock Exchange. So a lot of people tend to follow there, and we had a lot of creators also talking about stock. But just recently, the talks and the hypes have become so much because the Ghana Stock Exchange for the past 2 years has done so well.
Okay, so
And
people
also,
are cashing out.
Yeah, people are cashing out. People are really cashing out. And just that the external stock exchange, that is the American Stock Exchange or the general stock market, is down.
Oh, okay.
It's also down. We can see the market crashing. Somebody even said that if you want to see Burj Khalifa, you don't need to go to UAE again. Just check gold and silver.
Oh.
You see their charts dropping like Burj Khalifa.
Wow.
So,
Then that means there are lots of changes and things happening out there. So, can you give me just a simple scenario, right? That's why should I invest in stock? Say I have 500 cedis, and then say I'm going to buy MTN. What is going to happen? What am I going to, or like what is 500 cedis going to do when it comes to the whole MTN? Can you just give me a scenario?
all right. Just as you use the MTN, I would drive on that. So you have about 500 Ghana cedis. You want to invest in MTN. You can't just go straight to the MTN office that I want to invest into your company. Looking at that, they wouldn't even mind you. So you can take advantage of the Ghana Stock Exchange. Then some licensed organizations, you can use their apps to purchase the MTN stock. When you do that, you are owning a part of MTN.
Okay.
And what happens too is that when MTN make profit, because you own a part of the company, they share that profit with you, which we call dividends, depending on the number of shares that you have in the company.
Okay.
And also when the stock price, that's the share price, goes up, you also gain something on your money.
You have that.
Some bought MTN at 0.9. That is not even up to 1 cedi. Currently MTN is at 4.2.
Okay.
So it means that their share price has increased compared to the amount they bought the share. So that is basically when you say you are investing into the stock market, you are doing.
You know, I think that's a good way to look at when you're looking at, say, long-term investments, especially looking at how the prices appreciate with time, right? The share prices appreciate with time. I think it's a good thing too. So are you going to advise people to get into them?
Oh yes.
Wow.
Oh, yes. I would, because I would say that is the current way to go. That's the way to go now. If you do your analysis so well and you see the kind of stock you should buy, I think the stock market, I would also advise people to go into it, but I would not advise them to go with a mindset of greed or going for a short term. If you are doing the stock market in a short term, it means that you would have to trade every day. But with a mindset of a long-term trading,
you are investing.
Put your money there. If you want to save, don't buy Susu box. Just get a CSD account with any of the brokers. Then be buying the stock like that. It will pay off.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Yes, this is something that works that we say, right? Yeah, I remember going into this early this year. I was looking at one of the stocks, Cal Bank stocks, and it was, I think, around 0.6 or something like that, or 0.7. I was like, oh man, let me give this thing a shot. Just went in there, bought it, and then I think as we speak now, it's around 0.8 or there. I'm like, oh wow. So if I went in there like with, that's probably a good thing. So if you're looking at getting into stock, this is something small that you can look at.